The battle against addiction doesn't exist. Addiction is a false concept. What addiction is, right, is it's the belief that you're compelled to do something. It's learned helplessness. When you believe in the concept of addiction fully, when you're fully on board with it and you believe that you're helpless, it's a form of learned helplessness. You actually can help yourself, but you're choosing not to because of your beliefs, right? The belief is the trap. It's the thing which actually makes you trapped. You're not actually trapped because addiction, right, is something that you can choose to get out of. You do this by choosing to think differently about your substance use. You're not helpless. You don't need an external force to help you. I would have moments where I'd have porn urges, right? This was years ago. And I'd be in my room and I'd have the urge. It would strike out of nowhere. I'd do all kinds of shit. I'd do push-ups. I'd put Dragon Ball Z music. I'd walk around. I'd come back and I'd still relapse, right? And it feels like you're going crazy. It feels like something's gripped you from the outside. It feels like you've been infected, right? It feels like a plague has literally grasped your mind and is controlling you, like you're some sort of like you've been mind controlled by something external to yourself. That's what it feels like. And it feels like you're going insane when you have all of these reasons to not use porn and still use it. Like I had erectile dysfunction at age 20. I was feeling horrible all day and I would still choose to use it. The logic is, right, the logic kind of makes sense here because it's like, okay, well, if I've got all these negatives, I'm still choosing to use it. Well, it must be addiction. There must be something external to me forcing my hand here. Because I clearly don't want to do it. But this whole concept just muddies the water because the truth is you do want to do it. You don't ever do anything you don't want to do unless it's by accident. So if you're motivated towards something, that means you do want to do it. You do see some value in it, right? This is a crazy thing to be saying in the NoFap community, right? But people want to watch porn because they believe it makes them feel good. They believe it makes them de-stress. They believe they need it when they're hungover, when they're ill. They believe they need it when there's some spare time in the day. They need it to cure boredom. They need it to cure boredom. They need it to sleep, right? If you believe all of these things, and yet you're kind of putting the blinders on and looking at just the negatives, then of course you're going to wonder, why am I still doing it? Be honest with yourself, let go of shame, and just look at the reasons why you're doing it. Then it will become very obvious as to why you're doing it. It won't feel like addiction is this foreign thing forcing your hand because you're the one doing it due to your beliefs. Change your beliefs, you won't have that desire anymore. Change your beliefs, figure out something else, make the beliefs for that something else really, really big, really, really attractive, and you're there. Here's another banger for you. There's no such thing as an addictive substance, right? In this world, we separate substances and behaviours into addictive ones and non-addictive ones. On the side of addictive substances, we have pretty much all drugs, cocaine, heroin, like oxy, whatever the fuck, like weed, maybe. But typically heroin, meth, cocaine are the top addictive ones, right? And cigarettes as well, alcohol. And on the behavioural side, we've got like porn, gambling, like food addiction. And then you've got like sort of niche ones like anorexia is a type of addiction, sex addiction, technology addiction. That's actually a really common one. But basically, none of these exist. They're all... I'm saying the word addiction after every single one, like cocaine addiction, technology addiction. None of them exist. There's no such thing as technology addiction. There's no such thing as porn addiction. Because all it is, right, all that's happening is that you've ascribed certain beliefs to these substances or behaviours, and these beliefs are such that you think you need that substance or that behaviour in certain moments. Therefore, you feel desire towards those certain substances and behaviours in those moments. In my last video, I brought the example of this, deodorant. I don't put this on whenever I feel like it. Before I leave the house, I'll bang some of this on so I don't stink. I have the desire to do it. And when I run out, I've had moments where I've run out of this deodorant and I'm literally in a frenzy. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Like, the shop's 5 minutes away, but I need to leave my house now. What do I do? I'm calling up my friend and be like, dude, do you have deodorant at yours? So when I come to yours, I can just pinch some quick. Like, I'm like in this frantic state because I don't want to stink when I go out. So is that addiction? Is it addiction to deodorant? It's the same thing as when you're really stressed. Like, let's say you're really stressed and you want to watch porn immediately because you think porn will just put you into this blissful state where you have no stress. You're going to be frantically searching for your phone. Is that an addiction, or is that just a solution that you view to be true? in that moment. Sorry. It is. It's a solution that you view to be true in that moment. And here's the fucked up thing. NoFap YouTubers. So do you see why the concept of addiction is false? There isn't this foreign thing compelling you to use. There isn't chemicals in your brain compelling you to use against your will. There is only reasons. There is only beliefs as to why you perceive porn to be useful in certain moments. You have this list of reasons on this side as to why you want to use porn, and you have the reasons why abstinence would be horrible. So of course you're going to go towards the porn side because you view it to be better. So what you need to do is debunk the reasons why you want to use porn in those moments, build a big list of reasons as to why abstinence would be preferable, and then at that moment you will see that abstinence, you'll feel it as well. You'll feel it because your desire is caused by your reasons. So if your reasons change, your desire will change. Once you see abstinence in a positive light, and you'll start to get excited. You'll be like, this is sick. Like, I'm going to abstain. It's going to be awesome. You'll start to smile. You'll start to feel elated because you feel like you're getting something. You are. Your beliefs change. You feel like you're getting something. It's like people make the decision to like go to university. They get excited for it because they think their life's going to get better, right? It's perception. The trouble, of course, is that addiction clouds everything. Not actual addiction, but the concept. And the NoFap YouTubers and sex addiction books, porn addiction books, they all talk about addiction. They just muddy the water. They don't let you look at these beliefs. It's a lot simpler than you think. They like to muddy the water. Almost everyone online talks about addiction. It doesn't actually exist. It's all reason, and that's really it. Get in contact with me on Telegram if you want any free help. I'm actually going to help you guys out for free. I want to get some practice at really like guiding guys through this stuff. I've written a PDF as well that describes everything in my like kind of inventory right now and step by step. I'm just going to release that for free. That's basically it. Read The Freedom Model. That's where I got all these ideas from. It's a book about drug and alcohol addiction, but it's so applicable to PMO. It's ridiculous. It's so good. Read that. Get in touch on Telegram if you want me to help you, and let's get rid of those beliefs. Let's build new ones. Let's open your mind that you can be happier not using porn. Run that experiment. You'll find that you are happier, and it will be like this kind of train towards success. Let's put it that way. That's it.